called the 510 Stories, which is based on 510, which is May 10th, which is my anniversary with my wife. Now over 20, it'll be 23 years here soon. And you mentioned meeting your wife through comic books, which seems like an incredible thumbnail opportunity that I cannot miss. A topic of adding there of, quote, how did James meet his wife through comic books? It just seems like such a great story to share with people. We have to document it, put a pin in it. Tell me how this happened.
Back in 1996, I got my first computer, but I didn't have a credit card at the time, but my brother did. So what we did is we put the AOL, because at the time it was all AOL was what you had, and we put AOL on his name, on his credit card, because you had to pay by card. And what he said is, I'll do the card and pay the card, but then you'll pay for your internet and my internet. So I was paying for both of us out of my own pocket. And I said, all right, fine. And I did that. And because the whole thing when I got online is I wanted to get online precisely to interact with the pros, because I mean, I knew I could do what it shows, but it shows there's so many other people around, and there's hustle and bustle and so much stuff to see, and you don't have time for that. So I thought online would be better because I could spend more time talking to them and just sending emails and stuff. And
all right, let me interrupt you.
Wait,
James, let me interrupt you. I want to point out something for all of you nerds at home. Note, James wanted to get on the internet in AOL, not to talk to ladies. The nerd in him only wanted to talk to comic book pros. I just want to make sure we're clear for you nerds out there that don't think there's hope and chance, or you feel alone, you're isolated. You're talking to two nerds who can relate.
I wasn't looking for a hookup. I wasn't.
No, he was not. He was trying to talk comic book pros. Just to get this story, how great this is. I knew it was going to be gold.
So again, if you were around at the time, DC was on AOL. They had the AOL chat room, and then they had the AOL message forums. And sometimes the creators would do specific events, like once a week or once a month in the chat room. There would be a certain one, and then once a month was this one called the John Byrne Wonder Woman chat, because he was the one drawing Wonder Woman at the time. And that's where I first met her, was in the chat room, in the chat of that chat room of people talking, and people were talking about the latest issue. I think it was who is Champion? This character Champion. It was in the book. He was like a hero, but he has real mysterious. Who is this guy? What is he really? And I remember specifically, she goes, what if he's Steve Trevor? And I remember I replied right back to her. I'm like, what a nice twist. I'd never see that coming. I would have guessed that. And then we just started talking. And this is December 28th of 1996. And then a few weeks later, it was my birthday. And she emailed me to wish me a happy birthday, a person she had just met a few weeks ago on the internet. And people often have, and then as we kept talking, and then I said, we should send each other our pictures. And I was a little hesitant at first. I'm like, yeah, I'm not looking like Brad Pitt or George Clooney, so I don't know if I want to send a picture. But she talked me into it, and we sent pictures. And people have always asked me, when did you know she was the one? And I tell them this, and they think I'm joking, but it's only like half joking. I'm like, when I mailed her my picture, and she still talked to me after she got it, that's when I knew she was the one.
It's the home run there, baby. That's the home run. That's nerd heaven for those of you at home who don't know how this works. If we don't get rejected,
we started talking on the phone, and I'm sure the phone companies loved us because we lived on opposite sides of the country. I was living in Pennsylvania at the time.
Running up the bill,
living out on the West Coast.
Run up the bill.
Yeah, the phone companies loved us for those several months when we were quote unquote courting. They loved us then. And then back in May 1st of 97, I saved up some money and I got a plane ticket and I flew out to meet her in person. Because I'm like, I've been talking to this person for several months. I got to meet them. And I flew out and I met her and I spent a week out here with her. And have you ever had an epiphany in your life where like just something just becomes so crystal clear that like nothing can dissuade you from the view you're seeing? That's what this was. The time with her, it just felt so right. I'd never felt so clear about anything in my life. I'm like, I need to be with this person. So I went back home, took care of what I needed to take care of, and 2 months later, on July 1st, I flew out here to be with her, and I moved in with her. I left my family, I left my friends, I left my job,
awesome.
I left
July
everything
1st.
I knew to be with her.
It's on my birthday. That's awesome.
Yes.
This is awesome.
So that was, and I moved in with her, and we were together like that for 3 years until July 8th of 2000 when we got married.
It's just the best.
And so, this year, this July coming up is going to be 22 years.
All right. So the date on July, your anniversary is on?
July 8th.
July 8th is his 0708 story. That is awesome.
Yeah, July 8th of 2000. I tell people I made sure to get married in 2000, so that way no matter what happens, I always know how long I've been married because I just gotta say, what year is it? Oh, that's how many years.
Yeah, I do that. We got married in '99, so it's that year. It's the year plus one. That's all I have to do. Is okay. It's the year plus one. It's 23. It'll be on 23. So I got
But
you
yeah,
beat.
it was,
That's
it's just
amazing.
that's how. And again, so I tell people, we didn't need Tinder, we didn't need Match, we didn't need eHarmony or any of the stuff they use today. We're just the OGs of online dating. We just were honest about who we were, and we just talked honestly, and we're open. And here you go.